On the other hand, most of you probably took Spanish or something in high school. Can you speak any Spanish?
So I don't know. I don't know if this is just with people that were well-to-do in China, but from my understanding, all Chinese kids are effectively, they learn English from kindergarten through through the very beginning all the way through secondary.
They never seem to understand me.
My understanding is that's not uncommon through most of the world. Like English will just be taught alongside.
And not only that, I didn't know this. Like, so at the company I work for, a lot of the people who come in from like China or India have an American name. So I just thought that was a nickname that they, go by. Apparently, at least in China, they get that name in basically kindergarten. They choose that name in kindergarten, and they carry it with them their entire life.
At least they get to pick their own, apparently.
Yeah. So I was surprised by that. I had no idea.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain to him that what's wrong with my order, which is very difficult.
Well, that's kind of difficult to do even with a native English speaker.
Yep.
Can be, yeah.
Because while language may come and go, what's universal is apathy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh my God, Don.
What?
The bumping.
The Gong Show.
Yeah.
What? I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. It's been coming through. I've heard it several times this evening.
Thank you for the CD, by the way.
Oh, awesome.
Mine hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, I need to check the tracking on it. You should have gotten it before Diecast did. In fact, your note says you got this. It's like your note said you'll get this before Diecast does. I hope you know. And that was the intent, was that you would get it before he did.
Oh, well.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Luckily, you put it in a case because the case was cracked by the time it got here.
Yeah, I was curious how that would work out.
Yeah, my mailer was a little bit mangled.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, Trigger Happy's arms just sort of pull off the shoulders like Blur and Brainstorms, right?
Yes.
Just pull straight out.
Yep.
Ow!
Oh my God, Don. You okay?
Ow. Yeah. Ow.
What just
That hurt.
happened?
No, they finally gave way. It's just the plastic scraped on my thumbs.
Oh.
It was like, yes, you were.
Yeah, one of mine's a little tight too. You got to kind of pull out and up a little bit, I guess.
Ow, that hurt.
Oh, that sound hurt too. Yeah, Don, I'm just going to... Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and send you the thing.
Okay.
What's the thing?
A floor-based mic stand.
Oh, good. Something the cat can knock over.
No, the cat can knock this over.
It's Don's cat, though.
No, he'll just pee on it.
Matsy will find a way.
Don't doodle on the mic stand.
I don't think that's going to replace the wheels on the electric fence, though.
Hooray! My podcast is up now.
Oh, good.
Yay!
That one episode?
Yes,
I got a message.
that's the only podcast I have anymore, Don.
I got a message from a friend today. It's like, so when is XV going to start doing superhero time again?
If only.
Define
only.
friend.
Somebody I know, a Transformers fan I know on Facebook.
Well, the next best shot is probably sometime in February or March.
Up the long ladder. Which episode is that?
Space Irish.
Oh yes, yes. Download right now.
It's quite an episode. We had Hey Mickey's friend Russ on.
Is that Lord Taco?
Yeah.
Nice.
And he was podcasting from inside the house.
I'll be right back.
The same house that has Ben in it.
Nice.
It was quite an event.
I was kind of hoping y'all would talk about the the Dino Charge finale at least.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, you're probably okay.
Like, I've got all the episodes queued up. I could theoretically catch up and finish the series basically at my leisure. I just haven't.
The first half of the finale was pretty good.
Mm.
The second half of the finale starts off fine. And then it just kind of steamrolls
It
down.
turns into a Power Rangers finale, basically.
Okay, two things. Chase has a plan, and everybody decides to go along with it.
Getting a Perfect Strangers vibe from that.
And the Rangers out Keeper.
None of this sounds good.
Like they put Keeper to shame. Keeper
None of this sounds
wishes.
good.
Keeper wishes he could keep up with the Rangers.
Keep up.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to
They killed all the
Pal.
dinosaurs on more than one planet, you're saying.
Close.
Oh, well.
Well, the thing is, and Paladin brought this up in conversation. If this is in continuity with the Disney era, they just undid Dino Thunder.
No, they just undid everything.
This sounds like a mess.
Yeah, it's bad. And they accomplish all of this in the second half of the episode.
Good.
Like within a 15-minute span, they just completely screw up
Oh, I need to
everything
fix.
that's come before.
Thank you, Jason. Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Need to fix.
What'd you do?
I got caught up in the middle of doing something. This video thing should go. This video.
Huh?
This video slide should be over next week anyway. I need to build it something new over the weekend.
Hey, wow.
Okay, so guys, we're going to start the show in about 4 minutes. So
Why are we starting early tonight?
I've got to go pick up Kim at the airport.
Ah,
So why are you not?
Did you send out the tweet that we're starting early?
Yeah.
Okay, there's that. There's that. That can't be right.
What can't be right, Don?
I can't seem to get Trigger Happy to line up. Okay, that's 90-degree angle.
The legs?
Yeah,
Legs into jet mode?
yeah.
Okay, fold the back half of the feet all the way in.
make sure the heels go all the way in too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was missing because I thought they folded together, but they fold into the legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Don, if you ever run into problems like that, you can go check out the T-Formers galleries where I do like step-by-step transformation sequences from packaged mode to other mode,
Oh,
or
yeah.
the helpful video review that he did.
which has the same feature.
Right. Well, it's just I can't do that and save bandwidth at the same time.
Yeah, he just opened Trigger Happy, so.
That's amazing. Usually you would wait till like next month.
Well, Matt did make him.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay.
I guess, what are you wearing?
It's my Voltron shirt.
Oh, okay.
When I
He's
first
Captain
saw it,
Keith.
yeah, when I first saw it, Chris, I thought it was a Jetman kind of looking outfit. It's like that's very Jetman looking.
He probably doesn't know what Jetman is.
I don't know what Jetman is.
Nobody's
the
surprised
Sentai.
by that, Kilby.
Yeah, it's a Sentai.
Jetto.
They're all bird people.
Birdman.
Did I have JD's figure art of Black Condor somewhere?
Victorion's back up to $66.
Aw.
Oh,
But
The low prices never last.
yeah. See, John's not going to be here on time. So this is it.
All right.
This
there
is
we
for
go.
all the marbles.
Yeah.
Sugar Happy isn't his robot.
Google Translate is my friend.
I can't wait to hear about what went wrong with you. Of course, I've been wondering that for years anyway.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Where's that?
What's wrong?
Nothing. I took a picture of the box for the seller.
Oh, I ordered Shockmaster from Amazon last night. I got it today. But I was a little disappointed that the package was banged up.
Did he actually come in the package upside down?
Upside down. And so there's a window on the front and the back. On the back is where you can see him upside down. Like, well, actually, yeah, like this. The helmet. And the helmet is not, I guess it's not perfectly a Stormtrooper helmet.
No, they had to make some concessions there, I'm sure. Disney wasn't going to let that happen.
Yeah. But it's shocking. All the same. You guys ready to go?
Okay.
As long as it stops the puns.
I'm not done. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
What?
Nothing anybody here would care about.
Okay, good.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Let's podcasting. 3, 2, 1. This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 496, 497, 498, 499. That's one episode away from episode 500, which is next week, and it's our big year-end episode. When I say big, it's like 3 hours plus.
I think to get maximum attention on this event, we need to start the podcast numbering over again from 1.
And have like a chromium cover. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Polybag.
RFC Volume 2.
This actually, you can keep the numbering and still do a volume. So I would say this is volume 4, really, at this point. And actually, some people ask. A friend of mine messaged me this week. He's like, and I've known him since the 90s. He's like, man, I can't believe RFC is already episode 500. I'm like, well, you remember if we didn't show every week, it'd be over 1,000 at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could just be like Marvel and start over at number 1 like every 25 episodes.
Yeah, and then
I think I suggested that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Would you?
No, I don't know. As a gimmick, maybe if it worked. Episode 5.
What month is National Podcast Month?
November.
So we just need to plan next November to do like a lot of number 1 podcasts.
Oh yeah.
And never follow up on them.
I don't know if like the Nano Podcast Month even is a thing anymore.
Nano Podcast Month just makes me think is a bunch of like shows that are 60 or 90 seconds long.
It's like NaNoWriMo, the national.
No, I know it's an abbreviation, but just the Nano prefix.
Oh yeah, I know. But that was hard, but that was a lot of fun when we did it that year.
Yeah,
and we basically did that. We had like some like experimental stuff. Mm-hmm. Like hell, I could experiment the hell out of some stuff at this point. I could do like my Happy Day podcast. We could bring back New Soundwave. We could bring back Superhero Time. We could do a comic show.
It's funny you can say we can bring back New Soundwave just because John's not here to go.
And actually, I was talking to Triplet today, and I asked him because Toy Fair's coming up. I was like, hey, did I get you that headset? Because I was going to get him a headset for Fanboy Versus. And apparently I didn't, so I'm thinking about actually getting him a headset for Toy Fair. So yeah, but hey, that's neither here nor there. This is our 499th episode, thereabouts. So there's like some episodes that were like an episode that was lost. A couple episodes I think we count here that were like specials that I normally wouldn't count, but Paul said we were at episode 302, and I went with it. So.
He is our unofficial archivist.
Yeah, I didn't give him any parameters when I said number the episodes, or count the episodes. So I think he counted some. Rewinds. No. What was the show that we
did?
Throwback. We could do some throwbacks for the National Podcast Month. I enjoyed
podcast made with real sugar.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. That's where we were trying to go in and fill in some of the gaps of episodes we didn't do. So we would talk about stuff that was timely, say in 2000. Well, we were doing shows in 2003, 2006,
2005 to 2008, give or take.
Yeah, Yeah. That's really the only real gap that we have. I
mean, you say that, but there's like most of 2004 where we had like 2 episodes for the whole year.
Yeah, that's true.
But hey, you're Brian Kilby.
And you are XV.
Yes, I am.
And there's also
Thank you.
Matt. And there's
yes,
Diecast,
I'm here as well.
Diecast.
Hello.
Don.
Hi.
Rob.
Hi.
And we're actually doing the show early this week because I have to go pick up my wife at the airport, so we should probably go ahead and do the show.
Yes.
So, hey, did anybody get anything cool this week? I got some stuff. I got Shockmaster. And I got
And how many people listening to this podcast know what that is?
quite a few.
I know.
But I also got the new Titan Master figures, which was hilarious to get them, but because of certain reasons, I'm not going to talk about it on the show. But get back to my Twitter. And
Yeah, check his Twitter feed. It's pretty great.
Yeah, I thought you said on Twitter you would turn this into a story for the show.
Okay, so I was at a store that shall not be named, and I tried to buy at self checkout the Titan Masters, and they wouldn't sell them to us, and I was okay with it. The collector, was okay with it, and my wife was like, "Well, that's not right. Why can't you sell them to us? They're on the shelf." And so she actually started arguing with not arguing, but pressing the employee. She was doing it respectfully. I was like, I don't understand why it's on the shelf, blah blah blah. Well, they told her something, and I got a tweet from Rob Springer. He's like, hey, just go grab the shelf tag, and we mentioned that, like, no, we can't sell it. Okay. So we were leaving, and the wife said, if this were another place and they had it, could you buy it? I'm like, yeah. She's like, so there's no street date on this? I'm like, no. So another friend texted me the same thing that Rob Springer said. And so we went in, got it off the shelf, went to electronics and tried to buy it, and they wouldn't sell it to us. So the person in electronics called the store manager, and the store manager sent someone from the jewelry department.
How is that going to help?
I don't know. And the person from the jewelry department couldn't do anything other than just, repeat what everybody else has said. And, we were like, hey, we're not trying to be difficult here, but, this, you should be able to sell it to us. Here's the shelf tag. It's got whatever on it. Then the store manager walked by and looked at the person, the lady from jewelry in electronics, and he said, you got a long line there, a lot of people. And he just walked off. So she got pissed off and started cussing the manager around us, and she just took the shelf tag and rung us up, and we left. It was awesome.
That sounds like store managers I've known in various places.
Yeah. So that was pretty funny.
They're not supposed to be out on the front end. They don't know how to do that.
Yeah, but I got my Titan Masters, so
hooray!
Yeah, Sawback and all that. Yay! Rob, what'd you get?
I finally got my Legends. Matter of fact,
I don't. I'm jealous.
How long did it take?
In the end, it actually only wound up taking 19 days.
Only, he says.
Yeah, instead of the 21 that was estimated. So very, very slight improvement. I like them. I like all three of them to varying degrees. I think in terms of just on its own merits, Kickback is the best thing of the wave. Nah has some interesting decisions that, especially proportionally, that were made just to make sure that you could get a Sharkticon at the troop builder size.
I need Nah.
And, it's not a bad toy. There's just certain things that if you were not trying to make sure it was a Legends, I would have done slightly differently. Bumblebee is... I don't hate it, but it's not particularly great.
Aww.
It kind of takes like all the worst cues from the Classics figure is the best way I know how to put it. All the things that didn't quite work for me on that, they kept here, and none of the parts that I liked. But it's not terrible, and it is a Bumblebee in scale with all the Legends mini cars that you've gotten in the last few years. So that's worthwhile. Kickback is pretty great. My only complaint, and I'm hoping that Takara's version will address this, is that my hope was that the various Insecticons would end up matching by not matching. And this doesn't match, but there are certain things that each of the previous two Insecticons had in common that Kickback does not have in common with them. So he doesn't really even feel like he matches by having his own distinct spin on that same deco. He feels like a separate thing, which would not have been my choice. Also, because, of course, Legends are slightly smaller than the original Insecticons, he has a Titan Master Rumble seat as opposed to an actual cockpit. So, but there's nothing in this wave is irredeemable. Nothing in it is as bad as Stripes. So
Nothing's as bad as Stripes.
No, there really isn't anything as bad as Stripes. So,
well, there's Ravage.
Yeah,
that's true. And Laserbeak,
who is equally as bad as Stripes.
Yes, but yeah, it's a pretty good wave. And there will be reviews for it probably next week on tformers.com.
Sweet. Matt, you got some stuff?
I also got the Legends wave, and Rob, I will not accept any criticisms of Gnaw, so...
That's because you have to make yourself feel better about your purchase of 17,000 of them.
Nothing needs to make me feel better about that. I feel perfectly fine. I kind of love Kickback. He does have, like, I'm not crazy about the translucent wings. I could have done without that. I saw Hey Mickey on Twitter painted his silver, and like it makes everything look way better.
Yeah.
But I think he also added some paint to the upper arms.
Mm-hmm.
Just to break up the purple a little bit. But I'm happy with him for the most part. There's just a few little nitpicks about translucent plastic. I am not a big fan of Bumblebee. Normally, I'm not really big on paint and plastic color not matching perfectly, but Bumblebee is not even close to matching paint and plastic color. I mean, it's way off, and
the fact that I can make that out on the tiny little section of my screen that your webcam makes up makes that pretty apparent.
Yeah, it's bad. And even when we got the initial renders, I did not like the arms. I do not like the big quarter panel hunk sticking off his bicep. I think it's a bad design choice. If it was not for that, and the paint color looked better, I'd be perfectly happy with Bumblebee. I mean, he does have kind of a little bit of the wheelie negative space in between some panels, but it's not negative to the extent of Wheelie himself.
That's
Wheelie
shocking.
Wheelie looks better in robot mode.
I'm holding up Shockmaster again.
Yes, I saw that. But yeah, that's what I got. So,
Diecast, I know you got some stuff.
Just some little things.
There's nothing little about that. Start with that. Yes.
All right,
Hotspot.
is hotspot, oversized.
It's a ginormous hotspot for the audio listeners.
Just a little.
All right, let's put here's highbrow.
It's a liter size hotspot.
Yeah, it's a liter size hotspot.
How much was that? If that was like $5, I want 15 of them.
No, it was like 15, I think, plus shipping, and shipping because they're big, it gets expensive.
I want
that. Taobao in diecast hands is the worst thing that could have possibly happened.
Yeah.
Here is one of the.
Oh my god.
And it's Voyager sized. So you went up from Deluxe to Voyager.
So please tell me you got the whole set.
So you got a scaled up Alpha Bravo.
Here's the problem. I was supposed to get a whole set.
I'm sorry, that's Blades.
Yeah. But I'm missing a figure. So I only got 4 instead of 5. And
so
now
are you missing one of the awesome Rook repaints?
Yeah, I'm missing the awesome Rook repaint. So I'm talking to the seller and I'm trying to explain to him, and he's like, this is obviously before being opened, so we can't guarantee that this kiss is not taken away by your transit station. So I think he's trying to say the transit company stole
that Customs did it, probably.
Yeah.
That's an easy excuse. Because you can't disprove it.
Well, I took pictures of the box, and there was some yellow tape on it, but that yellow tape was because the way the transit company does it, when you have multiple packages, they either throw it in a big box or they tape it all together in yellow tape and then wrap it, and it comes over as one package. So he saw the yellow tape in one of the packages and he was like, "Oh, it was open." No, it wasn't open because your tape is still intact. That's just tape. They used to tape the other boxes to it. So, whatever.
Okay, so when you do get this worked out and you get your last piece, tell me there's going to be videos of this.
Oh yeah.
For the
Can't
novelty.
Cannot wait.
Well, the good thing is not accidentally, I ordered two full sets. So my other full set should be here any day now. So I will have at
If you
least
decide
a complete
if you
set.
decide you don't want one of those at some point, I may know someone who will take that off your hands.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
we know
the
a few
reason-
people here who would do that.
Yeah.
Because I tell everyone, if you're gonna buy from Taobao, just be aware that things are sometimes a slow process, and you may not get everything you ordered or in the condition you will like. So that being said, the original set I ordered, and like some other things I've ordered, it got lost in transit for a long period of time, and then eventually, after I complain, and don't know if they understand me, eventually it'll show up at the transit facility. So that one took like a month or two, and I got frustrated and ordered another set because I thought I was never going to get that original set, and then I shipped this one and the other set showed up.
Okay.
So it's not a fun thing buying from, it's not a fun experience, especially if you have a
Then
problem.
why do you do it?
Because I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Because,
It's an addiction.
because oversized combiner wars.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome. What else do you get?
I got those. This is going to be. This isn't that big of a thing. I'm surprised at the quality. They were actually wrapped in bubble wrap.
The
But, like,
bus.
The bus.
Oh, cool.
That looks nice.
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
it's painted really nice, and it says Transfiguration Bus. It's a Transfiguration, which is pretty cool. So one of these is Brian's, by the way.
Awesome.
That bus is an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
And the other thing I got, which I have to reach for because this stuff is so big. This is an add-on kit for the third-party upscaled knockoff of a third party, the little Warbitron Grimlock that you can put together.
They sold
Well,
two
now-
of these, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
That's,
and now they made
The throne.
a throne for it, similar to the Fans Project throne, but for this ninth party knockoff upscale.
Ninth Party. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, so it's crazy that they're actually making accessories for.
They make
knockoff
thrones and
figures.
crowns for Grimlock, but nobody's made a variable voltage harness to put on Blaster yet.
Nice.
So, and then this just came today with the other stuff. So
Sweet.
Did the Starscreams come in yet?
no, they are coming with my other set
next batch.
of the,
Okay.
yeah, but that should be here like within the next day or two.
Cool.
Anybody else get anything?
Nice.
No? Okay, good. Let's jump to this week in history. So in 1990, the Super God Master Force episode Battle in Space premieres in Malaysia, and that actually
When is that?
Showdown on the Surface of the Moon. We actually did an Transformers Rewind about that a few years ago, and I think that one features JD, if I'm not wrong.
Probably.
And McFeely also, if I'm not wrong. So what I'll do is over the weekend, check back, and that'll actually be in the RFC feed. Because that's definitely worth revisiting. And I have a bunch of episodes of Rewind that need to be posted to this podcast. So, but yeah, so 1990, so 26 years ago. Wow.
And what, like 3 years after it aired in Japan then?
Been 88, I guess,
Yeah.
is when Master Force aired. So yeah, pretty sweet. Okay, let's jump to official news. The big item from this week is from the last issue of the Transformers Collectors Club magazine. Our buddy Ben got to review Titans Return Cup.
That is awesome. How did he get to review that?
Because he's Ben.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
He's Ben, and he has a working relationship with the club.
And Hasbro.
Yes.
So
and as
Nice.
they mentioned,
and he's Ben.
as I believe Ben mentioned on Twitter, he had a review in the first issue of the club magazine, so they kind of wanted him to be able to close things out for them.
Yeah. And there's been some controversy around this, but I really like it. I genuinely like this.
I'm not sure I like the colors, and I'm not sure who it was on Twitter that said, I'm going to wait to see what the Takara version looks like.
That would be
and,
everyone diecast.
yeah,
Everyone.
I agree with that.
I
didn't want to say it was my own idea because I read it and I was like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Uh, the-
because
Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, there's some depth colors on here, like the Titan Master. That there's some that needs paint like bad.
Yes, that needs paint bad.
The Titan Master does need some paint.
I have a feeling that. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be another Blur Titan Master versus Legends Blur scenario where the Takara one is just going to look way better.
Yeah. So, but I love the vehicle mode. The vehicle mode's perfect.
The vehicle mode makes me very happy.
The robot mode. I honestly I wasn't a huge fan of the Generations one that we got. Or was it Universe? Was it Reveal the Shield? Yeah.
Reveal the Shield. I think.
Was it Reveal the Shield?
Was it?
Well,
No, I don't think that was one of the Reveal the Shield branded ones. This was straight up Generations.
Not a huge fan of that. So I think I like the robot mode a little better this time around. But I love the vehicle mode. It is dead on to what I want. So he kind of looks like a generic Autobot a little bit, but considering his age, and when I say generic Autobot, I'm talking about the ones you would always see in flashbacks, or like in the Matrix flashbacks. So that's actually kind of fitting, I think.
Titans Return U-Haul robot.
Yes. Yeah. But I love the vehicle mode so much, I can forgive a lot.
And a lot of people have already identified this is very likely to be recolored, retooled as Crosshairs.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I just wish that band of green came at the bottom of the windshield on the chest instead of the top. I think that's what's throwing me, because my image of Cup from the various animation and comic versions is that the edge of the windshield should be at the top of the chest, and that's not really doing it for me. Also, I just really kind of want to paint the inside of that windshield with silver, because this is one of the ones where I think an opaque windshield is just really kind of messing with the look of it for me.
Transparent?
Yeah, transparent. Did I say opaque?
Yeah. I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, opaque would fit better, of course, because the original windshield was metal.
Yeah.
So actually, you made me think. So I would really love to have a Sure Shot if we could get one. So what would be a good toy for that to be a pre-tool of? Beachcomber?
No, Beachcomber would have to be a Legends class.
I'm surprised they haven't done a Beachcomber in a Legends class.
They did.
Actually, Brad, you could probably do Joyride.
Yeah. But we got Beachcomber back in what, 2008?
That was the old tiny Legends class.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
I like it. I thought it was a good
really
toy.
kind of doesn't.
But
guess
we
it
got a
doesn't.
Cosmos in that too, and then we got an updated
That
Cosmos,
Cosmos
the
sucked.
updated Legends class. So yeah, we need a new Beachcomber.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna skip this next item because I want to go to the. No, actually, no. I'm sorry. I have it in right order. So XV posted a article to Keyformers this week about Titans Return Deluxe Way Forward. We already know the entire assortment.
Yes.
So we do. So tell us about it.
Okay, so through official teases such as Perceptor at the New York Comic Con event, and now Cup in the magazine, and then also the
Top spin.
the early leaked Black Shadow box showing us top spin. Yes.
Mhm.
I figured, okay, so there's 3 out of 4 of the next wave revealed. There's been a lot of rumor stuff going on. It should be easy enough to figure out, okay, what's the last one that's going to fill out that case? So I went looking through all the information that has come up over the last few months. And boy, was I surprised when it turns out that, you know what, it looks like there's not going to be 1 more toy in the case. It's going to be 2 more.
What short packed?
The 2 recolors of Wave 1 molds. So store inventory data have Croc and Quake listed as characters in the same assortment with Perceptor in them. One of the rumors from the the list that keeps proving to be right has Croc being a recolor of Skullcruncher.
Makes sense.
And in one respect, yes, it makes sense to have Croc be a crocodile mold, just name wise. Croc the Action Master never looked like he turned into an alligator, but that's kind of a separate matter. And then Quake was going to be a recolor of Hardhead.
Also makes
but
sense.
the assortment numbers for those toys all put them in one wave together. So it looks like Wave 4 is going to be a case of 5 different figures, and the most likely situation is going to be that the recolors will be 1 each to a case, and probably 2 of the 3 new molds.
I really want to Quake, so that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Croc, I'll take. It's not something. It's not something I've been like. If it were a jackpot or something, I'd be all over it. But
A jackpot made out of an alligator.
that would be perfect.
Hopefully they get the QC old Skull Smasher fixed by that point.
What was the problem with Skull Smasher? I thought mine was great.
The hips tended to be loose. That was the main problem with it. There were also isolated instances of the neck socket being too tight, like the Titan Master's head would pull out of the Titan Master before it would pull out of the figure's body.
Okay.
But basically the final finding of this is that since it's going to be a 5-figure case and 2 of the figures in it are probably going to be 1 each, it's very likely the same way we saw the set of 4 figures from Wave 3 bumped up to be $80 for the 4 figures. This set will probably end up going over 100 at the online retailers just because they have to protect themselves against the remaining figures sitting around.
Yep.
That stinks.
So be ready for that.
Oh god, I don't even have Wave 3 yet, so
It's nice. You should get the new molds.
yeah.
Especially Trigger Happy.
Yeah.
And Hot Rod. Hot Rod's really good too.
Hot Rod. So we have new photos of Masterpiece Sturge, and Matt's gonna get it.
Well, no
yeah.
kidding.
That's not even a question.
I am.
I'm not sure how clear my top shelf is back there, but that's like 9 Masterpiece.
Oh yeah, I can see Sunstorm and Acid Storm back there very clearly, being they're the brightest colored ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so we saw Dirge at a hobby show late summer, early fall, but there was no pre-order. There was no pre-order information or anything. Like, it was not officially put up to buy until like 2 days ago. So now you can, and it gets delivered in May.
So Matt, have they fixed any problems with this mold?
At one
Matt, you're breaking up. Sorry.
point, but it's already starting to go downhill again.
Like the cockpit, how it has no like lock point. Did they fix that or no?
Oh no, that's never been fixed.
Okay, that's disappointing.
The mold still has many problems.
We're getting
Those
so
aren't
many
problems.
of this mold.
They're design features.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, they're
As
problems.
intended.
They're problems. Trust me.
Sadness. Okay. I'm not getting it. I'm done. I'm not getting any more Seekers.
It's the
The
last
only
one I
Seekers
need.
I
Of course,
really-
I'm getting it.
the only Seekers I really think I want to get are and I'm not a big Toy World fan, but I think those Toy World Seekers look pretty good.
They do look good.
So I might have to check at least one of those out.
Let's see. We have photos of Voyager Broadside and other Titans return figures at the Bahumut Gamer Expo in Taiwan.
Yeah. That certainly is a strange looking jet.
Yeah.
We've seen that picture somewhere before.
Well, we've seen it in renders. I think this is the first time we've seen it in person, and yeah, it's not very good.
I like the robot mode a lot.
And the carrier mode.
Yeah. Who is ever going to put Broadside in jet mode, honestly?
Well, no, he needs to be in jet mode just long enough to fly over Devastator.
And so you can land on him in
Yes.
carrier mode.
Matt, I expect you to buy Broadside and take your Hulky and set up that scene where Devastator's
trying to... I bought Hulky. That's the whole reason I bought Hulky.
I love you. That's awesome.
That's great that you made a $150 purchase just for one stupid photo.
130? 130. But yes, that's my level of dedication.
You know, Matt, that's almost a diecast level distinction right there.
The carrier mode is nice.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
I'd like to have some Micromasters to put on it.
Micromasters might be a little bit big, but I agree with the sentiment.
Now remember, and I don't know if I ever pointed this out, so this may be something that I never told anyone. There are going to be little aerial bots that come with this thing that you can put on it.
That's right. Yeah.
You did tell us that whenever you saw him at Toy Fair.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you can have little aerial bots, a little Superion.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what that actually came with, but I guess that makes sense that it was Broadside. So,
yeah.
Let's see here. What else we got going on this week? Oh, Bathing Ape
Speaking
reveals.
of more masterpieces you don't need.
Is Don here? Because I think this is a Don story.
You think Don likes these things?
I thought so. Didn't he like it? Didn't he like the last one?
I'm here.
Don, didn't you like the last Bathing Ape masterpiece?
Don liked the Evangelion one, I know.
The Evangelion.
Yeah, just because it's such a unique color scheme that works on that mold.
This is
Bathing Ape, Evangelion, they're almost interchangeable.
This is like Dead Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
this is the one.
No, this is vaguely camouflaged Nemesis Prime.
It's like desaturated Optimus.
He would work for a Dead Optimus Prime.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
But they actually made a Dead Optimus Prime masterpiece.
They did?
MP1.
MP01, yeah. They made a sleep mode convoy.
I forgot that.
Sleep mode.
They need to do that again.
Oh, give them time.
Oh, yeah. It's easier to tell he's camo when you see it in vehicle mode.
The camo is almost all hidden in robot mode.
It's silly. I don't get it.
I mean, it makes sense you can't see the camo in robot mode because it's camo.
Yeah.
And it's Bathing Ape, so it's going to be what, like $1,500?
Because there's going to be like 15 of them. The article with this, it appears that they're going to be sold via basically lottery at the Bathing Ape stores in Japan. So like you go there and pull a ticket, and if your number gets drawn, you get to buy one.
Nice.
Not really.
But you know it is nice.
Have fun trying to get this on the secondary market.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
More Than Meets the Eye was voted the best science fiction comic of 2016. That wouldn't be the comic you guys would have picked, though, would it?
I'm still happy with More Than Meets the Eye.
I guess when it comes to science fiction, it would be more of, instead of the Transformers, it's probably more sci-fi, I guess.
To a certain extent, I can see that.
I guess.
I mean, 2016, in my opinion, was in many ways not More Than Meets the Eye's strongest year.
No.
But good for it and good for everyone involved, particularly, it's nice to see Alex Milne get some recognition since he is no longer the main artist on Lost Light. It's good to see, them get this award while he was still attached to the book as the primary artist.
Yeah. And, of course, this was from Comics Alliance.
Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Congratulations, guys. That's pretty amazing. I mean, It's not just pretty amazing. It's pretty damned amazing. So, it's nice that Transformers gets more recognition.
Yeah.
I almost didn't put this in here because it is what it is. But we have photos, new photos of Year of the Rooster Optimus Prime. Is anybody going to get this?
Shouldn't it be Year of the Cock?
It is Year of the Cock, though, right? I mean, it's not...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess they don't want to say that.
I want to say it.
Yeah, this is a special year for everybody.
Year of the Cock.
This is the one we're allowed this year. We're allowed to be dicks.
That's close.
Damn, I was like 3 years too early.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you guys think? The paint deco seems to be more...
I wish we had a price on it.
150. That's basic guess. That's what these normally run for, right?
I would assume that's
Who's
way
gonna
too
buy
low for
this? That's the one of the worst little figures ever.
It's not a great it's not a great figure, but when it came out, it was after MP01 but before MP10, so it kind of filled a niche for somebody who wanted a metallic
3-inch tall Optimus.
He's taller than 3 inches. He's like 6.
He's G.I. Joe size.
Is it?
Yeah.
I had it.
Okay. Well, no wonder the vehicle mode sucks then.
Yeah,
it
it's
is
tiny.
basically G.I. Joe size.
So it's about 4 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not 3. Okay. Yeah, I could say. Yeah, that's about right.
I'm exaggerating to make it sound worse, Brian. Stop ruining this for me.
Okay. Yeah, I think I sold mine to Phil. Robot mode.
Phil, let us know how that worked out for you.
Yeah. Robot mode's not bad. Vehicle mode is not great.
It's a box of disappointment.
I wish this was the hybrid style Galaxy Convoy.
I don't know that I've ever even seen that in person.
People actually like that one.
You know what? You know what's sad too? This is going to be the one that Toys R Us is going to be like, we'll buy as many as we can, and they're going to have to clearance these out for like $25.
I'll buy it for $25.
They did that with Year of the Snake, I want to say, MP10, the gold chrome one.
Yeah,
and those hung around forever.
Yeah, but they I don't know if they clearanced them that cheap.
They never clearance their exclusives.
No, eventually they do. The Starscream they clearanced.
Did they? I don't remember that Starscream hanging around long enough to clearance.
That Starscream around here clearance down to like $25.
Yeah, they clearanced it out.
Yeah. I believe the Optimus Prime they also did clearance, but it wasn't a deep clearance. It was like, it
was a total clearance.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think just because it has Optimus Prime on it, that means retailers are going to buy a ton of it, and it's going to sit.
Probably.
It has exclusive on it. It's Optimus Prime.
And that's all they need to know, the people that are buying it. Unless you have someone who is, a fan that's buying this stuff. But it would be like, even, if I worked for Toys R Us, it would be impossible for me to be a buyer to know every single line.
Yeah, that's why you look at you as a buyer, you have to depend on a lot of what the manufacturers say.
Right.
It's like this toy's going to be hot. We have numbers showing that this is going to be very big for kids. 8 to 12 or whatever. You compare that against
in this case, it's
numbers.
a damn lie.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. I mean, basically, there's one or two buyers that buy for the whole company, and that's why
there's more than one or two.
Well, I mean, I'm saying there's buyers that buy for the whole company, and that's why sometimes things like this happen, where either they have a lot of one particular product and another product, their shelves are empty because everyone keeps buying the stuff, and they didn't buy enough to keep up with the demand.
A lot of it comes down to just uncertainty as to what will be popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they invent those Heisenberg compensators, that'll be a lot better.
Yeah. So we have new photos of Legend Series God Bomber and Super Genrai from the Generations book. I needs them. I needs them both badly.
Well, Super Genrai should be out the end of this month.
Yeah.
Yep.
And God Bomber is April?
Of May.
May. I do have a story, though. I pre-ordered both of these at the same time. The God Bomber and Artfire, because they went up at the same time. Yeah. I went back to the site there, pre-ordered them at, and my pre-orders were gone. So I don't know if I made a mistake or somehow they just didn't. It was a glitch, and luckily I was still able to pre-order them somewhere else.
Then May, Diecast will get 5 of each.
Yeah.
Let me know when you do.
This is how I end up with doubles. Like I ended up with 2 of Infernos.
Didn't you end up with like 4 of something though? Once upon a time.
Marvel
Ratchet?
Legends Scarlet Witches or
Yeah.
PlayStation 4s.
PlayStation 4s, Hot Rods. Hot Rods I had 3 or 4 of. So yeah, I can't do that anymore.
You can't, but giant Taobao boxes every week.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have Super Genrai for 5 months before I can put God Bomber on him. That's gonna. Oh.
Hey, man, just pretend you're reenacting the Master Force episodes, and so you're waiting for him to be
The
built.
pacing's
Yeah.
about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name? Optimus Prime. I'm Japanese. I love the dubs so much.
Sadly, you just won't have like a Hydra and Buster coming along to wreck things in the meantime while you wait for God Bomber to show up.
Mm.
So in this photo, God Bomber in vehicle mode almost to me looks like what an animated God Bomber would have looked like in a way, just with the angles and everything.
Well, remember, some of that is just the distortion of the pages being bent.
Yeah, exactly. But I had that thought when I saw this picture before too. But yeah, it's just it kind of looks like Optimus. I guess what was that, Leader Class Prime? Or no, Leader Class Ultra Magnus. With the angles and stuff is just what it sort of reminds me of.
That's interesting because there's like almost nothing in common between
There's
animated Ultra Magnus and God Bomber.
There's not. No, I know. But I'm just saying the angles and everything. Just let's see here.
So what you're saying is they both look like kind of angular boxes with wheels.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. You got it.
Great. That's great.
But yeah.
Those arms are so hollow.
Oh, they are.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what they are.
That's why you only look at them from the front.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Does it even count as hollow if it's just a single right angle?
No, I think there's a lip on the
Yeah.
other side too. So there's like 2.5 sides.
Well, you notice
It's
they've
kind of
been
a jar
getting
lid.
they've been getting smarter with the hollowness, because on Hot Rod they actually put like a little gear inside that hollowness to be like, it's not,
Yeah, that's not really a new development. A lot of toys since 2013 or so have been doing that. They're just trying to make it look a little bit more like you're seeing inside the robot instead of it just being an empty space.
Yeah. Hot Rod was one of the first ones I noticed it on. So
Yeah, it stands out better on Hot Rod because of the bright colors, especially.
yeah.
So apparently, Fortress Maximus has come himself.
Himself?
I shall get Fortress Maximus to fight me. No, he's just shown up at Ross for like $55.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Has that
Multiple
been
reports of that.
multiple? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, that has been confirmed by multiple people.
I would pick up a
joining it
second.
is G2 Bruticus also for $35.
He's a big bad dude.
Those are really, really good prices.
And
Yeah.
I heard just yesterday a couple sightings of Victorion at the same price.
That's amazing.
Well, Victorion was $40 on Amazon today.
Yeah.
But it's not anymore.
It's not
it has
anymore,
Since, it has since gone back up into the $60 range.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So especially as we get closer to Christmas, which just a couple of days away, a lot of those, I expect more prices to fluctuate. Probably maybe fluctuate up a little bit, but I think people will be teased by a lower price, and people will go and a couple will be like $40 or $45 or whatever, and then the price will, be, through the algorithm go back up.
Yeah.
I mean that's what it's for.
Yeah.
But let's see here. But yeah, $55 is a great price if you can find one. Get it for that.
If you can't find them
Damn.
right now, just keep checking back because a lot of these stores are going to be getting stuff for Christmas and not going to have space to put it out immediately. It's still going to be back there and it will get stocked out eventually. So at least for the next few weeks, just keep an eye on it if you can't find them right away.
I mean, I'm not familiar with those stores that much, but I would assume that they would put all the toys out they could before
Everything
Christmas.
they can fit, yes, but it doesn't mean that they have room to put everything out because they can't just like stack stuff on the floors.
Yeah.
Just for you and other people that aren't familiar with Rust Diecast, it's not primarily a toy store. It's
they have
mostly-
very limited shelf space for toys, even in the on season.
It's like a discount clothing store is like generally the primary amount of floor space there. So yeah, the toys are generally like stuck back in a corner. Like
It's a discount clothing store, but the clothes aren't very discounted.
no, they're not.
Yeah. So TJ Maxx tends to do a much better job with its toys. They
Not mine.
the one here and everyone I've been into, they tend to merchandise them better, especially around Christmas. They'll put up tables and they'll load the tables up with toys to put as much on as they can. Where at Ross, the toys are merchandised with a catapult from one side of the store to the shelf. And if it lands on the shelf, great. If not,
Yeah. TJ Maxx, in my experience, though, does tend to charge a couple bucks more than Ross for their toys.
Yeah, but exactly right. But when the stuff is like 70% off anyway, a couple bucks isn't a big deal.
Well, we got to pay for catapult maintenance. So
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. So, last news item we're going to talk about this week: Transformers: The Last Night, Premiere Edition, Optimus Prime, shown in package. This popped up last week after RFC recorded. It looks kind of like crap.
So I'm going to ruin this for you. The call out on the right side of the package, Star Trek font and color.
Oh, wait, what?
Where it says Premiere Edition.
So is this a fake?
No, it's not
No.
fake. They just used a font and font color that is remarkably similar to Star Trek logoing.
Oh, I know. I see it now. Yes.
Yeah.
And now you can never unsee it.
Uh-huh.
So, at least they didn't use Neil Davidson's font. I've seen that.
No, it's been years since that's happened.
I've seen. Did Hasbro use it? I've seen
Well,
his.
Neil Davidson thought that they did.
I've seen his Beast Wars font used in a lot of places. I used it in a lot of places. So, but yeah, that is the yes. You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
So what?
I mean, it's not a big deal. It just kind of stands out when you're familiar with both properties.
So is this a Voyager class toy? What is this? Yeah, it's Voyager.
Yeah, we think it's a Voyager.
It's not Leader, it's Voyager? Wow.
Well,
The
those
detailing-
giant ones they did for Age of Extinction, didn't sell great.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them for wanting to keep things a little bit more in check this time out.
If it's a Voyager, I may pick it up. If it was a Leader, no.
Yeah, in terms of appearance, it's a little bit less awkward looking for a Voyager. A Leader that looked like that would be kind of bad.
Yeah. I just assumed it was a Leader because that's what they did last time.
Mm.
But yeah, I'd be happy if it was a Voyager. It
But,
does
yeah,
look
I mean,
like Voyager packaging now that I'm looking
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, when you get into the box sizes, with no frame of reference, a Leader box could look like a Voyager box pretty easily.
Yeah.
But no, just based on the way the toy is designed, there are marks that point to it being a Voyager size, and one of the releases about it may have mentioned Voyager class. I can't remember all of it off the top of my head. But we are expecting this to be like that first edition Optimus with Age of Extinction, so probably this will turn up sometime late January, early February for sale.
Let's see here. Oh yeah. Hey, guess what? Thank you, Amazon. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here right now. Actually, we'd probably still be here right now, but I'd be paying for everything out of pocket.
And I would be laughing.
Yeah. I think this is the first year that we are going to at least break even. I think.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also a little sad.
Yeah. It's a little sad.
Sad for me.
Yeah. But hey, thank you, Amazon. Go to TF
Hey,
Radio. Go ahead, Don.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, I was going to say, trying to be helpful here to all of our fans. I was looking at Amazon while y'all were discussing a few things, and if you're still looking for that great gift, there's two things on Amazon that have dropped in price.
What is it?
Is one of them Cadbury eggs?
Oh no!
No.
Please don't say Cadbury eggs.
No, one of them is the Year of the Monkey Optimus Prime.
How much?
$30.60.
That's okay.
Yeah.
that is a hell of a toy for $30.60.
That's less than we paid for it when the original version came out in 2002.
Right. Now the other one is it's in I don't know what this frustration-free packaging
It's
is.
where they take it out of the box and put it in the box. It's really easy to open.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. But the Transformers Platinum One Shall Stand, One Shall Fall with Classics Optimus and Classics Megatron is down to $37.49.
That's a good price.
That's not bad either.
Yeah, that's a really, and thanks to Ben Yee, he mentioned that on Twitter yesterday, and I'm surprised it's still that same price.
Because nobody wants it done.
Well, I do kind of want the Megatron in those colors, but I'm kind of tired of that. I have enough of those classic Optimuses, but those are
still tempting for that Megatron.
Yeah, for those prices. I mean, you can get 3 basically platinum figures for less than what the Optimus and Megatron set cost, and a heck of a lot less than what the Optimus, the Monkey Optimus cost.
Yeah, that was like 130 something originally. I think
I've seen it $149.99 at some websites still.
Swell.
Yeah. Also, for our for the gamers in our audience, Amazon has already marked down Final Fantasy 15 to $40 for both PS4 and Xbox One.
That seems like a bad sign.
I've heard some very mixed reviews of it. All I can say is I watched Conan O'Brien's little promotional playthrough of it, and watching him scream at it was hilarious. This may have something to do with why I haven't picked it up yet, but I have also gotten some good reviews from people I know. So if you want to find out, this is the best price I've seen so far.
Awesome. Cool. But yeah.
And don't forget those Cadbury eggs. By the gross.
Yeah.
tfradio.net/Cadbury.
Yeah, you can get basically anything from Amazon. And as I described,
yeah, and don't forget, if you want Ecto Cooler, stock up on it now because they stopped distributing it at the end of the year.
Yes.
Or stop making new, at least.
Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, tfradio.net. Click on the Amazon link or go to tfradio.net/Amazon, and they can hook you up. We appreciate it. No third-party news this week, but
third party's on vacation or something.
Third party is on hiatus. We'll jump to what's on T-Formers. Then I do, since we have a couple minutes. We've got a question I'll read. So, Rob, what's on T-Formers this week?
Okay, well, first up, we have got the first page of the webcomic for the eHobby exclusive Legends Magna Convoy, which is the Classics Optimus Prime once again, this time colored like Delta Magnus or Powered Convoy's cab. He throws his backpack thing like a Captain America shield, so that's about the only noteworthy thing in that.
I'm digging that.
Yeah, I like that. We've also got package art for everything that ships this month in the Legends series. Super Jinrai, Soundwave, Ravage, Laserbeak, and Brainstorm. And according to Robot Kingdom, those things will probably start shipping on Friday.
Shipping from them, the release date in Japan is still the 28th for this wave.
Gotcha. Thank you. Did not know that. And lastly, we have XV's massive Leader 6-shot and revolver gallery. Which,
ask me how many photos I took for that.
How many photos did you take for that?
About 500.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's not the number that's actually in the gallery. The gallery has just under 400 because doing 400 would be going past overboard.
Yes, and if you go to our show notes, you can get the link to the gallery. Has a very nicely indexed set of links to take you to exactly what parts you might want to see. And of course, my favorite being the oops, I held it upside down section for the submarine mode.
Nice.
Yes.
Let's see here. On the network this week, we have Superhero Time Presents that one episode of Star Trek, Up the Long Ladder. We have Take 4 Wrestling episode 19. It's Saturday night's main event from November 1989, featuring The Genius in an awesome match, seriously, against Hulk Hogan. It's pretty fantastic. Get the Skinny episode 52. This week, John and I talk about Saved by the Bell pop-up restaurant, some recent Chipotle woes. Do they have any good news going on? They don't.
Chipotle again?
Yeah.
Poor Chipotle.
Poor Chipotle.
Wow. Is Chipotle like the Volkswagen of fast food this year?
At this point, yeah. Plus, I talk a little bit about some stories that I've got from some copycat recipes. Definitely check that out. We would appreciate it. So one question this week, because I have a couple of minutes here. Our buddy CatMax Gaming asked, how complete does a bot have to be to make it into your collections? Like sealed, in box, secondhand, missing accessories, or like a Value Village version. At this point, I don't buy anything unless it's sealed, or like if it's like a G1 toy, I want it to be as complete as possible if I buy it. But I mean, I'll buy loose for like old stuff. Only G1 really. I think I would still buy sealed if there was a Beast Wars toy that I wanted that I don't have.
Yeah, currently I'm pretty much just buying new stuff, but on the rare occasion that I do get a G1, it all depends on how badly I want the character, how hard it is to get complete. Like if it's a fairly easy piece to find complete, that's the route I'll go. But if it's more rare but missing a missile or something here or there that I feel like I can live without, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, John and I were talking about this. When it comes to G1 stuff, it's so easy to get a hold of at this point. I mean, stuff's readily available, and the cost is so much lower than it was 15 or 20 years ago. Stuff actually costs less now than it did 20 years ago. G1 stuff
Thanks, Generations.
Yes, it's depreciated in value.
Well, yeah, because there's so much new product coming out, and
there's more people who are actually selling the G1 stuff, and it's not just a very limited supply that's available. There's like almost all of it out there is now on the market.
It's changing hands a lot more frequently than it used to.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm with Matt basically on his perspective. Like, I don't mind getting loose stuff, and if it is like absent its missiles or equivalent, like in general, I don't really care. I'm not going to fire the missiles off most likely anyway, and if you leave them in the launcher, they just break the springs eventually.
Yeah.
So like I will get something loose if it's missing missiles, as long as the price is in accordance with that it's missing those parts. But I mean, it needs to be functionally, physically complete for me to buy it in almost every case.
Yeah. Don, what about you? There's not much you're buying anymore though when it comes to classic stuff.
Well, I'm always looking to upgrade an older figure that I might have gotten secondhand or third hand, definitely. So there's always that. Plus, I could have bought, at BotCon, one of the sellers had a couple of pieces of Dino King that were, for individual pieces, was not a bad price, but
with the shells.
Yeah. Well, one figure had a shell, one figure was a shell with no figure. I'm just saying if I wanted to try to have something to complete, that would not be it.
Yeah.
Because, trying to complete a Dino King piece by piece would probably drive you insane and be a lot more expensive than just buying a Dino King whenever you happen to see one. If it's missing a missile, I'll probably won't even care about that. If it's missing a lot of parts that I would have to pay a lot of money to get to make it complete, I would probably just wait and see how it worked out, just because there's not that much I need, and what I do need is more like getting a better version of it.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Any other thoughts before we
I
wrap
have a
up?
thought.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was going to say just that, if there is, I like to buy new. If there is a G1 figure that I really wanted, like if I wanted to go out and get a G1 Grimlock, I would probably buy a KO, because at least it would be new instead of getting one that's beat up or a hand-me-down, or if I want a decent one, I'm going to have to pay a lot of money for it.
You can get
I mean, that's not entirely true anymore, though. I mean,
$50.
One option always would be the gray G2 variant. That'd be so similar to the G1 version, you wouldn't really care about the difference.
I bet that would cost more than a G1 version.
It very well might, honestly. But see, the other thing too is, like we were talking about before, the G1 stuff has come down in price, and there's always parts out there for that. You can part anything together with a little patience and still not spend a ton of money. obviously, if you're wanting something that's like really pristine, that's not going to be your first choice. But like on a project level, it's a cool thing, and you can still get nice stuff even if it is just like a base body that you have to put back together with parts you get separately. On the other hand, I can see where you're coming from with the high quality knockoffs too, if you can find them.
I ended up getting that KO of Reflector that was pristine, mint and sealed box. Obviously, it's a KO for $40.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Matt, you're about to say something?
I was just going to say, I mean, obviously, there are different tastes for collectors of all. Like, we all have different, standards here. Just basically collect the way you want to collect. Buy what makes you happy.
Yeah.
I mean, don't feel the need to be a completist if that's not you. Like, if it's going to stress you out, don't. Just do what makes you happy.
For me, it's kind of a sliding scale. It's how bad do I want it and how much does it cost?
Yeah.
I will, generally for newer things, I want it to at least have like all its arms and legs. I got Evasion Mode Optimus Prime for like $1 at the local thrift store. It doesn't have its gun, but it's otherwise complete, and I'm pretty happy with that for that price.
Yeah.
Especially since that gun was an accessory for Megatron anyway.
Yeah, really.
And an accessory to murder because it's the movie Optimus Prime.
Yes,
well done.
Exactly. But for things of that basic age, things from the 2000s, I have a Goodwill outlet here where toys and toy parts are like 50 cents a pound. So if I find parts for newer things there, sometimes I will just indulge myself, and it's like maybe I will get a whole one eventually if I keep trying at this. Sometimes that doesn't work, and I have a bunch of pointless robot parts sitting around. But at a higher price than 50 cents a pound, I kind of want something to have its entire body.
Totally understood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Rob, if you ever get tired of him, just contact Megamus. He'll probably need him for something too.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/TFRadio. We are on Twitter at TFRadio. And we are on the Instagrams at TF Podcast. I am personally on Twitter at BKilby, Instagram at Brian Kilby, and in various places across the internet. Matt is on Twitter at
Melvar, if you feel the need to follow me for some reason.
He's awesome.
3 L's, 2 R's.
Yeah. Diecast?
Diecast is at Diecast2 on Twitter. And on YouTube, you can follow me at RFC Reviews or subscribe to me. That would be great. Also, one thing we forgot to mention on the show, if it's still available, Toy Hacks has the 1 cent sale for the Brainstorm stickers.
Oh, I did forget that. That's not
for Titan's Return Brainstorm, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, check that out. Don.
I'm Headmaster Don. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Nice. Very nice.
Y'all know where I'm at.
HMRC for EVR on Twitter.
Thank you.
Says Chris at ChrisRTXV.
And you can find my non-podcast work on T-Formers and T-Formers TV on YouTube.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I can never remember that for sure.
And Rob.
My video reviews for Transformers are also on YouTube at T-Formers TV. My other toy reviews are on YouTube at Flail-Throughs. And I am on Twitter at RAC2750.
Awesome. Well, next week is our 500th episode and our year-end episode. It's going to be awesome.
We're doomed.
It's going to take forever.
I'm gonna have to take a nap before that one.
Yep. Right now, we're still planning on recording at normal time. If that changes, follow us on Twitter. We will let you know there. Until next week, we'll see you then. Have a good one. Bye.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy day.
Okay. So I'm officially late, so I've got to run.
Right.
People watching live.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it's my fault. People watching live, we're going to kill the stream because I have to leave. So we'll see you next week. Thank you for being here. Sorry for the quick show and the one that started early, but, got to do what I got to do. We'll see you later.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.